We're here to idea everyone, to fire up your curiosity and connect you with the people and ideas that shape our world. Watch, listen, understand, connect, create. Let's move the human story forward together.
Hello and welcome to The Poetry of Science, a podcast which provides insight into new scientific research via the medium of poetry. I'm your host, Dr. Sam Illingworth, and each week I'll be introducing you to some of the latest scientific findings and sharing a selection of science-themed poetry. After all, we could all do with a little bit more poetry in our lives. In this episode, I'll be exploring new research which has found that jellyfish can learn from past experiences. Beneath twisting mangrove roots, translucent phantoms glide, hypnotic steady beats to navigate these woody webs. With pulsing bells they gently weave, each stinging strand a tool to douse and twist and bend. Ghostly they float through tangled paths, trailing limbs like thoughts, seeking, testing, pacing. Flickers through the shadows. Silent creatures seeking secret patterns in their thoughts, drawn by sight and sound and sense to float and flow and dance. This poem is inspired by recent research published in Current Biology, which has found that despite lacking a conventional brain, jellyfish demonstrate learning abilities, challenging our understanding of learning in animals. Box jellyfish are captivating marine creatures that inhabit various oceanic regions around the globe. These gelatinous animals, with their delicate translucent bodies, are often noted for their potent venom. However, there's more to them than just their sting. The Tripedalia crustifera, a specific type of box jellyfish, has a remarkable ability. It can skilfully manoeuvre through the intricate maze of mangrove roots, avoiding any obstacles that come its way. This skill isn't just random luck, it's a unique protective behaviour that this jellyfish has developed. While navigating the challenging environment of mangroves, this ability is crucial for the jellyfish to find food and protect itself from potential threats. Researchers have now conducted a study to understand if these jellyfish can learn from their experiences similar to how we learn from ours. Through a series of tests, they discovered that the jellyfish do indeed have the capability to learn using a process called operant conditioning. This is surprising because, unlike us, these jellyfish do not have a conventional brain. The findings challenge our understanding of learning, suggesting that even simple creatures without complex brains can learn from their environment. This raises interesting questions about the nature of learning in the animal kingdom. Now that you've heard the science, let me read the poem to you again. Beneath twisting mangrove roots, translucent phantoms glide. Hypnotic steady beats to navigate these woody webs. With pulsing bells they gently weave, each stinging strand a tool to douse and twist and bend. Ghostly they float through tangled paths, trailing limbs like thoughts, seeking, testing, pacing. Flickers through the shadows, silent creatures seeking secret patterns in their thoughts, drawn by sight and sound and sense to float and flow and dance. In this section of the podcast, I'd like to share a poem written by another poet on a topic related to the science that has been discussed so far. In this episode, I'll be reading Moon Jellyfish by Jennifer Martelli. Jennifer Martelli is a writer and poet. Her collections include My Tarantula, published in 2018, and The Queen of Queens, published in 2022. And her work has also appeared in Poetry, Atticus Review, the Tahoma Literary Review, and elsewhere. Martelli has twice received grants from the Massachusetts Cultural Council for her poetry, and was also co-poetry editor for Mom Egg Review. Moon Jellyfish by Jennifer Martelli. Walking the low-tide beach at dusk, I stopped short at a dead jellyfish, Pink poison, a tattoo on the nape of her neck, still stinging, hurtful. Further on another, Uncle Fester's bold scalp, dumb, electrified, hundreds left strewn all over the mud, clear sandy blobs, half-globed sadnesses. One jellyfish lay like a broken magic 8-ball, too hazy to tell. One had black sand dried into a small V like the back of a pixie cut or a soul patch, shaved and groomed, a mound shorn to please, sexy and so plump. One fit into a bra, balanced breasts. One missed a wave, couldn't get home. A heavy-set woman paddled her board towards the little harbour, north. "Did you see all of these?" I yelled, my words echoed off her sunburnt skin. One a dried purple plum, one had the imprint of a toddler's soft arch. The harbour illuminated with globe lights strung off the yacht's club piers. I realised this was my old drunk nightmare, but I wasn't sure who else knew. The boozy boats moored, bobbing. The woman, rowing, hair pulled up and clasped. Thank you for listening to the Poetry of Science.
Thank you very much for being with us for this episode of the ideaXme show. ideaXme is a global platform. Our mission is to move the human story forward by sharing knowledge of the future. You can find us on all major audio networks at www.radioideaXme.com, on YouTube and Vimeo. Please subscribe.